Okay, quickly want to mention one thing because I never really thought about this. Now that I'm putting so much of my life on social media, people pick up on small little things. So yes, I am in the same outfit. It is the same day. I'm recording multiple videos today because I'm off today and I need to get catch up on my vlogging schedule, so don't judge me. It's not me wearing the same outfit over and over again. I've recorded all these videos on the same day. This is one that is near and dear to my heart just because I really like helping people. I feel like maybe it's not necessarily my calling, but it makes me feel good to know that I'm helping someone. And I have had people, and this devastates me, it breaks my heart, it really does, when they reach out to me and they tell me, hey, you know, I love your videos, thank you so much, I got my video interview, or I got my phone interview, or I got to the face-to-face and I didn't make it. To backtrack a little, whenever I was going through my process of getting this job, I would always check myself, like constantly. I was like, I might not get this. There's a very good chance that I will not get this. For Delta Airlines, it is, you have a better chance. I looked this up online, I did the numbers, which I'm not that good at math, but they did the numbers too and it matched up, and you have a better chance of getting into Harvard than you do of getting to flight attendant training and getting through it. A lot of people make it to training and don't get it. A lot of people get through the phone interview and they get through the video interview, and then they get to the face-to-face and it's just awful. So it breaks my heart whenever, you know, people either don't know what to expect when they get there, or they did so well and they're really confused as to why they didn't get it. And it's just like, I'm not on the interview team, so I don't know what they're looking for. Every single time it seems to be random things. And one thing I do want to mention to you guys is please don't feel like there's a stereotypical flight attendant cookie cutter image that you have to fit. And I've had so many people like reach out and tell me, you know, these are the girls that ended up getting it, and then describing them, and it's just like, oh, I don't want people to think that. I've had people say that they're only looking for young people. That's not true. That they're only looking for like certain ethnicities, that they need to fill this quota of like black girls, Asian girls, white girls, gay guys, Christian. Like, it's not like that. And I can only say that because I work with crews every single day and I see how diverse they are. Now, people from all ages get this. Please don't think that just because you're young, which I don't feel like it's like, what is the word when you're oh my goodness, what is the word? I don't feel like I'm contradicting myself saying this, because I do fit some of these like typical stereotypical flight attendant things, but it's like I work with these crews, so you guys please understand, I'm not lying to you. But I had people in my class anywhere from 21 to 62, honestly, like all age ranges in my class, so it's not just young people. I had black guys, white guys, black girls, white girls, Asian, Mexican, can't even think of any like in between genders, and in between races, all different types of races. So obviously language speakers, you guys are a rare breed. They want the language speakers just because it's such an amazing skill to be bilingual or trilingual. So that does give you a huge heads up as far as getting the job. But I mean, you guys, that's not like a stereotypical thing. That's an amazing thing to be able to speak more than one language. You're very marketable. You're very you're worth a lot to me. I think that that's one of the craziest things and most amazing things in the world, is being able to speak more languages. So yes, you guys, the language speakers, you all are going to get the job easier than someone who only speaks English, because I mean, there might be more positions open for English speakers, but it just sets you apart more when you can speak. Why am I ranting about that? Whatever. But one thing I do want to say is for your video interviews, because I think that this is one thing that is a hurdle for people, and I only feel like, because I didn't think that I did that well in my video interview, but honestly, having this channel, what I'm doing right now, looking into this camera, speaking to you guys, and it's like we're having a conversation, that's what got me through that video interview. And I honestly think that when I got that email saying that I passed that, that's what gave me the confidence to get through my face-to-face. Doing these YouTube videos was like I had no idea because I've been doing it for years, but that is what I think really helped me on it. So I want to give you guys tips specifically for the video interview. The phone interview is not really anything to give tips on because the questions are so generalized, and from my experience, my phone interview wasn't that long. It was just kind of yes or no type things that you would just know to agree with, things that you would accept with the job, and that it was pretty much cut and dry. Do you have your passport or no? You know, that type of thing. So, truck's going by. I decided I wanted to record outside because I like being outside. But the video interview, first of all, it changes. People ask me, what are the questions that are on there? What can I kind of expect? And you guys, number one, I can't just like tell you all the questions. If I could, I would, but I can't do that. And two, they change. So it's like I could say the first question number one is going to be, why do you want to be a flight attendant? Which it's not going to be that simple. But I could tell you that, and then you get to question number one, and it's like, tell me about an experience that you dealt with in the past where you handled controversy. How did you how did you control the situation? I don't know. I'm not good at thinking of this stuff off the top of my head. But I can't tell you the questions. If I would, I could. If I knew all the answers to make you guys breeze through it, you know, I'd be more than willing to help. But at the same time, this is an interview process. It is up to you to figure it out to a certain extent. So with that, one thing that I do feel like makes a difference is looking directly into the camera. Okay, on that video interview, wherever if you're doing it on your phone, if you're doing it on your laptop, your iPad, whatever device that you can do it on, look into the camera, because then it's like you're having a conversation with the interview. That is one thing that I have learned from doing YouTube, because this used to be me. I would record videos and I'd be like, oh hey guys, da 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 da, and I'm looking at the screen thinking that that's, you know, where I should be looking, or looking here, making sure everything's in focus, and not looking into the camera, and that throws it off. It makes a huge difference. It really does. And one of my favorite YouTubers, that was a tip that I learned from Beauty Crush, was she used to do her videos like looking up, because you just feel like awkward, and then you realize you need to look into the lens because it's like you're making eye contact. So it's very important to be engaging and quickly get in focus and quickly like gain that person's attention, because let's be honest, I have a short attention span. So like, why you guys like these videos where I'm rambling beats me. I don't know, but I do it because you love it. And I'm just like 3 minutes in, I'm like, okay, I can't do it. The only Zoella and Beauty Crush and Alfie Days are the only ones that I can sit and watch their videos like 30 minutes and not have a problem, because I'm obsessed with their lives. Anyway, see, this is me getting off subject. This is why. Okay, back to the video interview. Look into the lens. Look directly. Speak confidently. You guys, practice in front of a mirror. Practice speaking to yourself. And it sounds crazy, but it does help. Look at yourself, make eye contact, and say, why do you want to be a flight attendant? What qualities do you have that stand out from the next candidate? How do you deal with conflict? How do you deal with difficult passengers? What makes you, why would I pick you versus the other person? They're great. Everyone is so great. All you all walked into this video interview, you guys got through the application process, and everyone is at 100. So what makes you, why should I pick you versus the next person? What makes you more marketable? What do you love about this job? Don't go in there and say, I want to travel. Everyone wants to travel. That's why we got this job. Like, come on, we're gonna travel, we're gonna see the world, it's gonna be awesome. But they don't need to know that, because everyone knows that. We all know that we want to travel. That's fine. Tell them little things, instances that you've had to deal with in your past jobs, and that's why having customer service experience for this is like a +1, because you've dealt with difficult people, you've dealt with crazy situations, or maybe you haven't. If you haven't really had that conflict, say that, be honest and tell them that. But if it did happen, what would you do about it? What would you fix? So I think it's very important in these video interviews to explain yourself thoroughly within the time frame. So if you know that they're giving you 1.5 minutes to do that, maybe they don't tell you the stipulations before the video interview. Maybe they just pop up right when you're taking it. But try to answer questions and time yourself and do like 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, because that's, to me, that's enough time to thoroughly explain yourself and it not be too long. But if a question is a yes or no question and you've got 30 seconds to answer it, don't feel like you have to say, well, no, but then, and then go into this long tangent. Say yes or no. It might just be a simple question. Don't make it complicated. Just be very precise. Practice with yourself. Look professionally. Even though it is a interview that you might be submitting on your phone, don't have on what I have on today. A sweatshirt and some shorts. Dress up. It needs to look nice. It needs to come across nice on camera. Give them that best version of you, and then just be relaxed, like you're at your house taking this, or you might be at the library. You're not in front of an actual person. So that is your chance to just be very professional about this. Be calm, don't overthink it, just relax and give them the best version of you through that camera that you possibly can. Because nailing that video interview, it's a huge hurdle and it's a big step, and it makes a difference. And they're thinking, okay, that's not that bad. They did really well. They interviewed very well over the camera, so they're just gonna rock it out face to face. So just take deep breaths. If they give you a pause in between, just take a moment to recollect your thoughts. If they give you like a practice question, rock that question out like you're doing the actual interview. Don't just take advantage of that and think, oh, okay, it's just practice, it's not the real thing. No. It's probably similar to something you're going to see coming up. Now, these video interviews, from what I've heard from different airlines, they're not super long. You're not going to be on the computer or on your phone for an hour taking this. It might be like a 30-minute thing at the most, but it's just very important to speak clearly, make sure that they can understand you properly, make sure you have good connection on your devices. This is one thing that, to me, it's like a common sense thing, but you'd be surprised, like, people don't think about the little things. They're in some little country town like me that has no good reception, and instead of them going to the big city and taking the interview, they did it at home, and the interviewer couldn't even hear half the interview because the reception is bad. You guys, little things. Make sure that you're checking all your P's and Q's and just relax. Look into that screen. Think of your answers before and do that interview, and smile. That makes a huge difference. People smiling on film. Look at that. Look, didn't that just make your heart jump a little bit? It made you feel better. It just makes you feel more like, oh, relatable. Like, you've got to smile on camera. In this job, you gotta smile all the time. Smiles in the aisle, strive for 5, as we say, for dear old Daddy Delta. You know, it's just a thing that we like to say. It's a thing that we say. But no, for real, you guys, smile. It makes a huge difference. And those are my video interview tips. So that was just one like little video that I was like, I really need to get that up and like encourage people to really rock it out, and do not be upset if you don't get it the first time. I know I've said this before, but I had classmates that multiple times, you guys, they weren't getting it, finally did, and still say they wouldn't change a thing. It was the best decision they ever made to keep pursuing it. So yeah, I can't think of anything else. Yeah, so thank you again for tuning into this long ramble session, and I wish you guys the best. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.